Good morning, creator. How are we doing today? I hope you have good weather. It's gonna snow here in the middle of April. This afternoon, I know parts of Iowa already have lots of snow. It's just a little crazy, but what better day than to craft and create and chalk than on a snowy, cold April day, right? Let's just see if I can see myself on here. Okay, make sure my head's not cut off. Perfect. So I thought when I was laying in bed, I bet there's transfers I've never used yet. I don't have very many, just a few. And it seems like generally they are related to kids, it seems like. This is why I don't buy very many of them. But I think most of them are. But anyway, I pulled one out today and I'm going to create with it. So, but first we'll go over some of my projects I have ready for the virtual craft fair, I think it's called. You can see the link to that if you go to my Odessa Rose Creates page. Be sure to like that page. I'm going to be going live on that page 11 o'clock Central Time this Saturday. And there's going to be a lot of different direct sell vendors and crafters and creators. Usually they're on for like a half hour. Some of them may be on an hour, but I'm going to be from 11 to 11:30. I'm going to do a little bit of demoing with our silk screens, and then I'm just going to show some of my projects. And basically it's just so that people are aware that I do parties and gatherings and events and creating and classes, but of course we can't do that right now. So when it's all said and done, hope to get some more people interested in that. So today, let's just get started and say hello. I haven't even looked at my comments yet. Here we go. Gail is watching. Emily. Well, good morning from sunny Florida. It's not so sunny here. But I think next week, or after this little spat of weather, we'll be back in the 60s next week, which is not very warm compared to Florida. But Lynn and Nina, hi Gail. I haven't caught you live in a while. It's chilly today in Texas too. Oh gosh, I bet. It's just crazy weather everywhere. Good morning from Nebraska and in Pennsylvania. And I thought you were going back to Nebraska. Now you're in Pennsylvania? Is that right? Good morning, Signe. Tate is on there. Hi, Gail. Hello. Gail is saying hi to Anne. Awesome. Okay. Well, if you have any questions about the projects I've been doing, I tell you, the last couple days, the hubby had to be home and do continuing ed on his computer, which his desk is right behind me here. So I wasn't able to do live because he was on all day, and I'm usually a morning person to do my lives because I guess maybe it's because I have the most energy, or my thoughts have been going through the night and I want to get that project going, whatever I'm thinking about doing. So usually not in the morning. But anyway, he was back behind me and he had to listen to this gal. Now, my husband's a funeral director and they're doing continuing ed, but it was mostly about pre-need insurance and how all that's handled. So I don't think you guys wanted to listen to that. So I did recorded videos the last couple days, and I do enjoy making those videos. It's like you're kind of like a director, I guess, and producer. So and filmmaker. So you film yourself, and then you gotta. I use the Splice app, SPLICE. And I use that app. You upload your videos, and then of course I crop them and mute them and speed them up or slow them down, depending on what I want to do. And then I add music, so it takes a little while to create those, but I enjoy making those too. So it's just a fast way. And I learned from my upline Brenda that on Facebook, if you go on your desktop or laptop, that you can add a poll question to your videos. So I was experimenting with that too. And I was able to get on a couple questions. So if you watch them, there should be a question that pops up and you can answer. You have your choice of answers, so you can click on your answer. So there's one on my snail video. Yeah, snail video and my watermelon video. So check those out. And good morning, Vicki. Cheryl. Yes, you are. Oh, you now live in Pennsylvania. You were in Des Moines. Oh, but you grew up in Nebraska. Okay, got it. Yeah, I knew you were in Des Moines. Okay. So anyway, so that was fun to do, to experiment with that and just mess around. But anyway, they said that videos are shown more if they are 3 minutes longer. Because I had my snail video at first right under 3 minutes, like 2.5 minutes. Thinking shorter is better, but actually it said it's better to have them over 3 minutes. So go figure. So I slowed down the speed a little bit and got it up to 3 minutes on that one. But I don't know, I'm just experimenting. So if you see those videos, be sure to answer those questions. I don't know if anybody's answered them yet. I haven't figured out how I go and find the answers to the poll questions, so we'll figure that out. Anyway, okay, so here's the projects I've been doing on the last week or so. Of course, I've been working with the Club Couture membership only transfer of the month, which was this vintage typewriter. And it had all these quotes with it. It said, take note, there was a high, and making it up as I go, which was all on one long strip, but I broke it down and put this is scrapbook paper on our Couture's Odette board, and I love how this one turned out. Just wrapped some twine around it, made these little tags, and I got that from one of our fellow designers' idea. Her name is Donna, and these boards are pumpkins and cutout trees came on these boards, and that's what we're using to make tags. So I was saving them. Well, I do paint on them too, but I was saving them thinking I can use them in my Cricut Maker, like cut out shapes and stuff. But I had never gotten around to it. I figured I might need the blade cutting tool. I mean the blade for wood, because it's not wood, but it's a really thick cardboard, and I had never bought it. And anyway, I found out I can just cut down strips with my X-Acto knife or box knife along the edge of a ruler, and then just you can cut it with scissors pretty good. So that's what, I don't know if you can even buy this stuff, but I have tons of it from the pumpkins and trees. So I'll be able to make a lot of little mini tags with it. Then I just painted it black, punched a hole with it with the crocodile. So there's that one. What platform do you use for your do you use your videos? I use the Splice app. Is that what you're asking? And then if you go on your desktop on Facebook and go to the creator, Facebook creator, that's where you can add the poll to your question. And what else can you do? Or something else. You can use words for search, like I use craft or home decor, or I don't know if there's DIY. There's different words you can use to, if someone was searching something, you add those too. Now this tag, it's a really cool tag. It's from Hobby Lobby. I think they still make them or still have them there. I bought this one a long time ago, but piece of scrapbook paper again, the typewriter, pattern from one of our trees, Christmas trees. This is actually a wooden tag that I had. They come unfinished, and then I watered down a little bit of brown chalk paste, and just kind of stained it to look more like wood. And then I have a video on this. I think I did a live. On this. So you can go back and watch how I did that one. I might have a video on this one too. Maybe I did lives on both of these. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they are. Anyway, those are those from this month's Club Couture And if you want to get on all the cute transfers that come out every month, you get one a month. That's a subscription service. It's like a little happy mail. You get paste packets with it, so you can create. If you don't have jars of paste, they send you some paste packets, 3 of them, and you can create probably maybe even a couple projects with that. So it's a great thing to do. Go to Odessa Rose, my Couture.com/Odessa Rose. That's my website. And you can click on, let me just show you. You can click on Club. Here's the website. It's pretty cool. We have new transfers that were just released on Tuesday, the 15th, I believe, or Wednesday, whatever day that was, the 15th. That was yesterday. And there's some really cool new transfers to look at. And here's all our different departments here on our website. You can go right to transfers, paste, ink, surfaces, accessories, Club Couture. And this is where you're going to get this beautiful envelope every month with a transfer in it and chalk paste. There's a video that tells you all about it. And if you subscribe, here's where you have the option to buy, waiting for that to open, this Kickstart kit, which is awesome because you get the Aiden board and a board and base, which is one of these. And the Aiden board, oh, it's right there. It's in a pile of stuff, but it's a 9 by 12 gallery board, and it's magnetic. But you get some board erasers. You're going to get a squeegee. You're going to get one of these and one of these. And a jar of white paste. And that's at a discount. So you can add that if you want to. You do not have to buy that, but it's a great deal. And then here's where you have the option to buy this month's transfer. You can add that to your cart because your subscription will start next month. You will start in May. That's $19.99 a month with free shipping on your subscription. If you add this to your cart or the Kickstart kit, those you will pay shipping on. But these are only available to club members and us designers. So, and it's super cute, so fun to create. I did mine both kind of masculine, but I've seen a lot done with pastels and pretty flowers and all kinds of cute things you can do with it. So that's on our website. And oh, go back. It's cool. At the bottom, down here, is my Instagram posts. So you can click on those too. And there's also information about becoming designer. You can click on that tab and it tells you all about becoming a designer and getting the startup kit for that and doing what I do, love creating with Couture. You can do it as a hobbyist. You can make things and sell them. You can conduct classes and home parties or just do it for yourself. But when you become a designer, you get to enjoy the 40% off retail. You do have to buy so much stuff or sell so much dollar value in a certain time. And then for $19.99 a month also, you're going to get that transfer, and then you get your whole website and all the perks of having the website also for that monthly fee. So if you're interested in all that, let me know. And I would love to help you get started as a designer or as a club member or just as a customer and buy a few transfers. If you hop on over to my VIP page, you'll see a link to that. I'll put it in this news feed or a comment feed when I get done. But you can go over to my VIP group, go to my page, ask to join the VIP group. Again, VIP groups are for customers only, not for current Couture designers. That's a company policy that you cannot be in other designers' VIP group. But that's where I offer my kits at discount prices. And I have some of them going on with these boarded bases right now. And in my kit, you're going to get embellishments like this. Come with the kit. You're going to get the transfer. You get paste package. You get a squeegee. Everything you need in this board to complete a project. So check those out. If you're not a member of VIP, ask to join, and be sure you're not already a designer, because I do check and make sure. Okay, so let's talk about my snails. These are paper. I don't know what you call these. I don't know what they call it. They're like cardboard. And you see, like in other craft stores, you'll see all kinds of shapes of them. But these were at Target. And I just started painting. This is the first ones I did. I just painted them. First paint was with the raw silk color of my Fusion Mineral Paint. That's the first layer I put on them. And then I just watercolored in with craft paint the colors. And then I chalked on them. So these are more fun and whimsical. I'm going to sneeze. Achoo, I think. Sorry. I think I'm gonna sneeze. It's right there. Oh, I think it went away. Okay, this was the second set. And I did these on my video that I had time-lapsed. So you can watch that. And I did the design on both sides of these, and then just did a sentiment on the one side. And then I decided to do some blue and brass color, or gold. So I did this set again. I did do it on both sides on this. And then I did the flower on both sides. So these would be good for, sitters that can be seen on both sides. So those were fun to make. I like finding fun surfaces to work with. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Carrie from Oregon. I love to sneeze. You love to sneeze. Interesting. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to read up and everything. Okay. Those are so these are going to be on the virtual craft show Saturday, just to show. And eventually they'll head out. And then I have my houses still. These are wooden cutouts that you can get from Couture. And Couture has a flat rate shipping, no matter how much you order. It's like $6.95, I think. If you're a club member, it's even less. There's perks to being a club member besides just getting that transfer every month. Like this month, there's a half price on all of our fabric tapestries, and maybe even the pillowcases too, I'm not sure. And then you get reduced shipping on any order. So usually about every month or so, they have a deal, a really good deal or sale for just club members only on our products. So that's really cool too. So this I try to do my houses after different home decor themes. This is kind of that light wood and marble and black. You see a lot of that now. I just paint them, and then these are scrapbook papers that I add, and wax and distress with our distress ink. Not ours, it's Tim Holtz. You get this at craft stores or through Amazon. Tim Holtz distress ink. I use that a lot. I was on the snails. It's everywhere, and it just kind of vintages up and dirties the edges or even your paint, whatever you want to do. Again, this is another kind of a home theme with this type of tile you see a lot in houses now. The darker wood floor. And then I did the family and the heart. There's that set. These are for sale on my Facebook page in the shop tab. Not the shop that goes right to my Couture site, but the shop tab where I have items for sale. This was done also with scrapbook paper. This is kind of more of a garden house type theme, greenhouse theme. Love makes our house a home. It's got the bee on it. Again, watered down craft paint is how I paint these surfaces. Usually more than one color. I'll use like a brown with them to antique them. There's another theme. Got the house and the little window is chalked on, and so is the Home Sweet Home. Those are cute. And the last one, my idea was from Waco. When we went to Waco, we went to Joanna's, the silos, and the little bakery shop there. This kind of was my thinking of this, or that theme of the painted brick. This is painted brick paper and black, and the brass again, the baking company. It reminds me of the silos in Waco. If you've ever been, have you been there? I love everything you do. Thank you, Vicki. When I went to Walmart yesterday, they had Easter signs for 75% off. That's a good deal. Yes, repurpose them. Absolutely. I would do the same thing. I was at just a Hy-Vee. Of course, they just had candy. Needless to say, I bought a few M&Ms. I got a few and plan to repurpose them because I saw you doing this. Oh, thanks, Lori. Yes, I redo signs all the time. I love to go get them I love even 90% off is even better, but 75, at least 75% off. Absolutely. You can't beat it. I love these little houses. If we don't sell them online, they'll eventually go out to the store, the attic in Valley, Nebraska, where I sell my designs. But of course, you know, retail is slow right now, so I haven't even bothered. I just love your design. Thank you, Samantha. All right, we're ready to create. I'm going to take a drink of water. I guess that sneeze never came. So it was pull out your transfers and use what you haven't created with, and that's this one. On the day you were born, the angels clapped their hands and the moon danced with the stars. So I'm going to use this one today, but of course I got to layer it up a little bit. So I got one of my canvases I got at a super duper deal at Michael's last year. These are linen canvases, and so they're not white, they're linen color. This one's 12 by 20, which are 12 by 18 transfers will work perfectly on. But I'm going to put some polka dot. First I'm going to paint a little bit of this Fusion Mineral paint on it. Not to cover it all, I still want the edges to be exposed of the linen, just to kind of brush it on a little bit. We'll dry that with a dryer, and then I'm going to put polka dots on, I believe in silver shimmer paste. And then actually this is going to be put on in black over that. I'm trying to do that neutral color, even though I think babies need to have color in their room. A lot of people are doing those neutral tones, right? They're going with the grays and the creams and the blacks and the tans and not putting a lot of color in the nurseries. But so I'm going to kind of do it in the very neutral tones. So on top of the silver polka dots, which is on top of a little bit of this paint, which is on top of this linen color. So you got this linen beigey color, got a little bit of this off-white. We got some silver and gray in this, and this will be in black. And then, if it all looks good, because I'm going to have a little bit of border in here, I'm going to add some stars, probably in black, unless I change and do them in gold or something. But I thought I could just add a few more stars around to fill in this area. So we'll see what happens, right? So let's open this up and start with the paint. Like I said, this came from Michael's. I don't know if they still carry it anymore because it was kind of like they were doing a closeout sale on them, and I got them like very, very reduced. So, or they may have something similar. I'm not sure. All right, so I'm going to, actually I want to use a bigger brush so it doesn't take as long. We'll do this inch brush. And I got some water here because I'm going to be watering this down because I just kind of want to water wash on it. Good morning, Joanne, Darlene. It's called linen canvas, Darlene. And it's just like a linen fabric. But it has kind of a coating on it. Okay? Which I think all canvases do, but you can see the texture in it. It's pretty cool. That's why I don't want to cover the whole thing up. I just kind of want to brush on a little bit of it. Just because I like layering up things. And that when it's watered, it kind of beads up on it at first, and then it starts to take it in. You just kind of have to work it in. But I just kind of want brush strokes. You don't want it overly wet, but this is Fusion Mineral paint. I think you can use any paint, but I just like Fusion Mineral. It has a built-in sealer, and of course the paint, and then a built-in top coat too. So usually I don't feel like I have to wax or anything after it. Before I put my transfer on it. So. And honestly, I just started messing around with this stuff. There's no set rule. This is just how I found to do it. I just started messing around and listen to other designers and what they do and get ideas, but for the most part it's experimental. Okay, I try not to leave any brush strokes in the middle. I want them all on the edges. Okay, so I think that's enough. It's just barely on there. You can see it pretty well, I guess. Love Fusion, but local store. Oh, she closed her shop? Shoot. I wish they would. They don't sell it. The company doesn't sell it. You have to get it from a distributor. But maybe. And like we sell it at the Attic, or Amy does. She sells it at the Attic, and she'd probably ship it. But you know, shipping is expensive. So if you can get it somewhere closer to you, maybe the shipping wouldn't cost as much, or maybe you can run and get some. But what I hate most about them is their lids. They never want to go on straight because it gets the paint gummed up in it like this. Every once in a while you gotta pull it off. So the lids go on straight. And then they're hard to get off too. I always have to bang them and then bang them on the counter and then use my rubber grips to open it up. I think we got it. I want to blow dry this. And let's get this out of the way so I don't knock it over. Woo! Gail saying hi to Vicky. Hi, Karen. Darlene. Hello. Everybody else saying hi. Joanne. Good morning. Just gonna piece of red paint or something on that. Get this dried. So that paint is called Fusion Mineral Paint. It's a specialty paint. A lot of people use it to repaint furniture or kitchen cabinets even. That's what I did with my son's kitchen and my daughter did with her kitchen. It's really good paint. I can't say enough about it. Check out their website, Fusion, F-U-S-I-O-N, Fusion Mineral Paint. You can find closest retailer to you on the website. Alright, now I want to use my polka dots. And of course, you know, this isn't long enough, so we're going to have to match it back up. But I think I want to do this in the silver. Oh gosh, I don't have a lot of that. It's filling kind of low. Hopefully there'll be enough. Yeah, there should be, but get some water mixed in it, thin it out a little bit. We got a lot to cover here. I'm trying to decide whether to. I should have got. I had. Should have got some books or something over there. I have a stack of this stuff if it'll fit. Too big. I do have soda. These. Something narrower. Oh, I could put my towels underneath it maybe. I'm trying to get something to build up my surface a little bit. But I think I'll be okay. Usually I don't bother, but may help a little bit. Okay, Beverly's watching. Hello. What color are you using today? In chalk paste, I'm just going to use, right now I'm going to use a silver shimmer. And then later we're going to use black. Just doing it in neutrals. First we're going to put the layer of polka dots on. And we're going to have to match the polka dots. Down here, we get done with this one, which is not going to be fun on this desk. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so the idea is for the polka dots not to show up too boldly, because it's the background to the sentiment that's going to go on top, which is why we're doing that in black, so you have a really good contrast of all what's going on in the background to the sentiment. So if that all makes sense. Oh, Color Fusion paint is my raw silk color. They have lots and lots of shades of white, but I like the raw silk. It's just slightly off white, but not really. It is if you show it right up to white, but you know what I mean? All right, let's take a squeegee, get some polka dots on here. Hopefully we'll have enough silver shimmer paste to do this. And even if they're not filled in completely, I'm okay with that because it kind of gives it that worn look anyway, and there'll be words over them, so they'll be what they are. I should get my, I don't know if the 4-inch squeegee would help very well on this soft surface, so I'll just use this squeegee. Let's see if we can cover it a little faster. The thing about the shimmer paste, I think it takes a little bit longer to dry, so you have maybe a little bit more time to work with it. At least I think it does. Take longer to dry. There's like a clump. Looks like I'm gonna need to order some more shimmer silver paste after this. I tend to use the gold the most. Since the brassy gold is coming back in vogue now with home decor. I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. It actually shows more than I thought it would. Should have went with a lighter gray. Oh well. Maybe I'll water it down a little bit, or watercolor back on top of it or something. I'll just experiment. It's a little more defined than I was thinking it would be. Should have went with like the grayish or something like that. But sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, you know? Something doesn't turn out exactly what you're thinking, think, well, what can I do to make it how I want it, or totally change your design idea. I'm not going to do these half circles. I'm just going to line up the row with these and go from there. That way you don't have to worry about matching those half circles. It's not laying down very flat right there. we gotta take this off and dry it and then finish this end. I'm either going to sand it down a little bit or watercolor over on top a little bit more of the Fusion Mineral paint, just to tone it down a little bit. Polka dots don't match up that way. It's weird. Big tub of water back behind me, so I'm going to fold this in on itself and lay it in my water. Hey, thanks Mary Ellen. Hello. Okay, I'm going to dry this. Where do that? Let's put this away. Not much of that left. Probably gonna have to do quite a bit projects, but it's been around a while. I got another tub over here for my smaller piece, but okay. Can you share why you use Fusion paint? What we're doing? I've never. Okay, I'm pretty new to crafting. Like just 2 years since I joined Couture, and where I sell my designs. At the shop in Valley, Nebraska, they sell Fusion Mineral paint, and she told me, they were teaching me all about it, and I used it on my son's kitchen cabinets for the first time, and that's when I really fell in love with that paint, because it goes a long ways, has a built-in sealer, a primer type thing, paint and sealer, there's no odor, and it's the only, paint other than house paint or craft paint that I ever really used. So I've never tried Dixie Belle. I'm sure it works great too. I don't know. That's just the paint I have access to, other than going to the home centers or craft stores. So I just like to use it. You could use craft paint, I'm sure, on this just as well. I just have it and I just like it. And I paint, like I used to paint all my repurposed signs with just house paint, like wall paint or whatever. And then when I started, and I still might for like the first layer, and then just because I don't want to wait, and I don't want to waste that. Plus I have a big gallon of white paint. So a lot of times I'll put that on first on a repurposed frame or repurposed sign. And then I'll put the this on top of it. Because it's slightly off-white. It's not a bright white. And it has that sealer in it. So I feel like my transfers come off easier if I'm on a solid paint of that. And if I need to clean up a little bit of chalk, like maybe it was in the wrong area, I can wipe it off really, really easy on top of that Fusion Mineral paint. You know, like it's kind of like wiping it off a chalkboard. Almost. I mean, it's not perfect because it is white, but I can clean it up better than if I just used an acrylic or latex paint. So that's why. I'm sure the other, like Dixie Belle, I don't know anything about Dixie Belle. But if you use just a plain chalk paint, it doesn't have any sealer in it. So then you really should seal it. If you want to clean up your boo-boos better or wipe it all off clean. You know, it's just preference. You don't have to use it by any means. We sell another brand there at the attic, Country Chic, I think it's called. And it's the same idea. It has the primer, paint, and sealer in it. So I know there's other kinds out there. Okay, so I feel like this is too busy. I love it. I mean, it looks pretty, right? But I think it's going to be too busy of a contrast for the next layer, which is going to be, if you're just joining, this. This is a transfer I've had a little while and haven't used yet. So this was the why I titled this Pull Out a Transfer That I Haven't Used Yet and chalk it. So I want this on top of here in black, but I think the polka dots might be a little bit too busy, so I need to tone them down. So I have a couple choices. I think I could sand them down with paper, but I still think you're going to have that sharp gray color, or I could whitewash over it again a little bit and see if that tones down the gray. So actually I think I'm going to do a combination. I'm going to sand it and see what that looks like, and then if I still think it's too bold, then I'm going to whitewash over it. And I think I kind of want like remnants of, I want it to look aged. I like how these look like partially worn off. I love that look. So some of these are really solid and bold. So that's what I think I'm going to apply a little sandpaper to it. And I'm just going to see how it goes. I have no idea. So let's see what that looks like first. Then I'll wipe it clean. And then I probably will end up whitewashing again, just to tone down those sharp edges of the color contrast. So let's see what happens. But my nose is running. Crazy, crazy. All right, and I'm thirsty. I take allergy medicine because if you all knew, I had this cough, and that's a whole nother story. They thought I had a mass on my lung. And it ended up being I have a hole in my diaphragm, and my liver's going into my diaphragm. So that's what showed up on the x-ray. But that kind of makes me cough because I have a hole in my diaphragm. But also I have allergies, so I take an allergy medicine. And then I thought I was getting really congested, so I took a Mucinex, and I think everything's drying me out and making me thirsty. End of story. Long story short, I'm thirsty. Okay, I have 2 grits of paper. I think I want the finer one. This one here, the 120. And let's just sand it and see what it looks like. If it even does anything. I feel like it's not, so I'm gonna go to this one. That's one tough chalk taste. Looks like it's not doing anything. There we go. Circular. Take a while, but it's kind of working. Give me a workout. Okay, I'm going to take a damp paper towel, wipe off the dust. First I'm going to knock it in my trash can. Just didn't really do anything. Okay, I'm going to spritz a paper towel. Just take a damp cloth, wipe off the dust. Okay. I think for kicks and giggles, I am going to water wash it again just to see what that looks like, and go from there. So I'm just aging my, oh man, I just showed that too. Aging my, I had to pick this up. Polka dots, because I'm going to put another transfer on top. in words, so I want them to be able to show up really well. I think it's right. You gotta do this kind of quickly. If I had some chalk paste, might start to get a little soft, like the polka dots would get soft, but I don't see that happening right now, so that's good. I think it's toned it down. Like I said, mostly in the middle because that's where the sentiment's going to be. That's kind of cool. A little bit more down here. I feel like it's gets lighter. Kind of right there. Another thing is it's paint, it kind of self-levels, like, especially when it's got a little bit of water in it. The brush strokes kind of disappear, which is kind of nice. Alright, I think I'm done with that. We're just going to go for it. I'm going to dry it, and then we'll lay our bigger transfer on top and do that in black. And I'll probably antique the edges with the distressed ink. And we're done. Let's dry this up. So I lost the shimmer, obviously, from whitewashing over it, so should have just used grayish or storm. But, you know, it is what it is. Definitely want this to be dry. Now you know why I do time-lapse videos, because it takes a while to do all this layering and drying. So, what is everybody else doing? Are we chalking today? Other crafts? Baking? Cleaning house? Supposed to be working, but you're not? Still damp, so we gotta wait a while. Our Hy-Vee, which is a huge grocery store chain in the Midwest, Hy-Vee food store. They also have, in the bigger ones, like here in Omaha, they have a clothing store inside it. And they had a huge sale on some winter flannel shirts. And most of them I got were, you know, red plaids, Christmassy ones. From infant all the way up to ladies and men. So I got a bunch of them. So I can bleach and chalk on them for the holiday season. That'll be a good summer project to get all that bleaching done. They also had plain white, or it's kind of an off-white. So I thought those would be fun to ink on. You don't have to bleach them, you just ink on them. And they were ladies. Okay. I think we're finally getting there. Shh, Donna's working. Don't tell anybody. She's watching and working at the same time. Us women, we can multitask pretty well. That's what I think. Alright. Do this in black. And it's brand new, so I'm gonna have to fuzz it. Let's get the black out. I just got out a brand new one because I think this one's getting pretty low. Yeah. I'll just open a new one and then we'll put that one. This one's been around a while because it's got the old seal on it. Working, wish I was chalking. Oh, I wish you were chalking too. So you're working from home, everyone? Or are you at work and watching this? So you know this jar paste has been on my shelf a while because it had the old seal. And it's still got liquid in it, so it's not dried out. Being the school teacher for my grandkids. Oh gosh, that would be a job. How old are your grandkids, Kimberly? Working at home and watching. Good. See, we can multitask. Oh, perfect. Can you see that? No, it's brand new. I had the old seal on it, and it's been around a while, and look, it's just perfect. All right, let's put this back underneath it. I have another one with fuzz. Eight and 9. Oh gosh. They're probably doing the math that you don't understand. Are they doing that yet? Or maybe you understand it. Hi, Mary Pat Randall. I am stamping today. Stamping, do you stamp cards? What do you stamp? All right. Got that off. And I'm going to lay it down and give it a little bit of fuzz. This isn't that sticky. I think we'll be all right. You know what I might use on this instead of black is my charcoal gray that I made. It's not quite as harsh as black. And I just make it with white and black chalk paste. Could be all fancy and do the moon and the stars in gold or something, but I think I'm just going to do it all in black. I kind of want that minimal neutral color going on, I think. I could do these in gold. Let me think about this. I'm visualizing it in my head. I think I'll just go all gray. Charcoal gray. So, like I said, I mix. It's almost black, but it's not black. It's then I gotta decide if I need to make more. Yeah, I definitely have to make more. So, start with your black, and then just add white till you get to the color. Like I said, it's just kind of a charcoal color. Let's do that. And usually it just looks kind of black anyway, but it's not. And I don't even think it's 50-50. Can't remember. I just usually mix it till I get it to the color I want. So I'm just making a charcoal gray color. It's going to have to be darker than those dots, so it's not, I don't know if you can see the difference. There's black and there's charcoal. I have to wait for the delay to see if you can see it. Oh yeah, the math, and thank goodness I have a math background and understand. Oh, good. So you can see it. It's not a whole lot different. I haven't even really looked at it. I think I've seen a little bit of it, and I can understand it. I just don't understand why. To me, it takes longer. But there's just a little bit of I think it's in the linen. A little bump. Okay, let's go for it. Pretty sure I don't want to do the stars in gold. You can't press too hard on the soft surface like this because it shifts the transfer. And I don't know if I have enough paste. I might have to mix some more. Because I feel like you can't skim it down quite as hard as a hard surface. Or as much. I'm gonna paste and peel. Oops, I didn't get my S there. I'm gonna mix some more because I have a feeling this is gonna take more than what I got made here. Soft canvas, you can't do it as quickly or skim down as hard as you'd like to. It's coming. You hear it pop, you can hear the stickiness pop up as I chalk. Got it. Try to get all that extra off, but it's hard if you can't push down very hard. Okay. Paste goes a long ways, doesn't it? It's looking pretty neat. I don't know. I was thinking about putting more stars around it, but maybe I'll just leave it because it makes a nice border. Because I have these extra stars from the homespun stars, but I don't know. It's kind of neat like that. Just plain and simple. I mean, that's kind of busy as it is, so maybe adding more would be a little bit much. I like this one star. I like these. This one might be kind of neat, just right on the top. Star right there. Just gonna give it a. That's gonna have to dry. You like it? slapping it on a plain board. Just a little bit of character. Right up here. And really it looks black. It looks black, but I'm sure black, it looks even darker. It came out pretty well. I'm just trying to decide whether to put this little star here on the top. Or does that make it look too Christmassy, like a star on top of a tree? Should I put that up there or just leave it? Or put it in here? My thought was that to get away from the exact border, but I kind of like the border because the polka dot gives it a frame. Or just add this little star right there. Do you guys like the star? Giving you ideas. I go through periods where I need a boost of inspiration. Great. Star or no star? What do you think? Do, do, do. Darlene, thank you. That is so cute. Thanks. Do you think I should add the star right there? Or just leave it? It's a cute star. It's different than these stars. It's kind of... You like the star? Do, do, do. We could just add it for fun. There's no rules. I kind of like it off-centered. It's not like centered in the picture. Maybe right there. Oh, not that much. One more, just needed one more star, right? Right. There it is. One more star. It's cute. Very on the neutral side for this neutral nurseries that are out there. But I might go ahead and antique it a little bit. Shall we do that? And I have some distressing, but I think I have some gray. So I might try the gray, see what that looks like. Right here, it's called pumice stone. But I have to make sure my stamper is pretty clean of the brown. So I'm going to just stamp it on here a bunch till it gets clean. Ink in there. I'm pressing really hard and going around the edges. It's pretty good. can really tell that it's gray, but I'm going to rub the whole side so it kind of just blends in. Do the corners a little bit. Distress ink. You get it at the craft stores. It's by Tim Holtz. If you haven't gotten any yet. This is pumice stone, but I still think I got a little bit of brown in there. Maybe not. Maybe it is more gray. Color in all of the side with it. Stain it. Just kind of defines the edges a little bit more, frames it out. I never really want to make it like a straight edge, so kind of soften it up a little bit. I'm just doing that. I think antiquing makes it pop. Yes, I agree. I do it on almost all my projects, unless I want a super modern look. Then I don't do it as much or at all. Kind of bring in the corners a little bit. Okay, we've got some more age to it. Looks pretty good. Now I can leave it as is, or I could wax it. If I use the stain wax, I think it'll really darken this up, so I might just use the clear. I think I don't want this here any darker than what it is right now. So I'm probably going to just use the natural wax on it. I'm going to cover some of this up a little bit. Combine my blacks and I get done. Okay, so the natural wax, and you don't even have to do that. I just like to do it because it seals it all in. Let's get rid of these things. What I'm getting is that I can't. Yes, this is a linen canvas. You'll have to go back and watch because I whitewashed it with Fusion Mineral Paint, and then I put on the polka dots, and then I sanded the polka dots, and then I added more whitewash because I wanted to tone down the polka dot. I didn't want it to be so vivid. So quite a few steps to get the look that I wanted. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of wax just to seal in and harden the surface. I did try this, right? I remember. I got it. Okay. So I just keep my rag in my wax paste. So this is going to harden and protect the surface. And you don't need a lot. gosh, we're getting great. We are just about done. Okay, guys. All right. There's our antique polka dotted on the day you were born. The angels clapped their hands and the moon danced with the stars and the polka dots. So that was kind of fun. Just messing around. Like I said, I hadn't used the on the day you were born transfer. I thought I should do something with it. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. It's Thursday. I'll probably be on. I'm at home. I don't have any place to go, so I'll probably be on again tomorrow and do something. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure it out. Thanks for chalking with me, and I'll chalk with you later. Bye.